Today we're looking at disturbing videos from every state, and for this video we have California. When you think of California, you most likely picture palm trees, Hollywood, luxurious cars, you know, all that good stuff. But there's also a side of California that almost nobody talks about. From a homeless woman getting lit on fire on camera to a serial killer explaining his sick and twisted ways he torments people, we're going to be seeing where California lists on our list of disturbing states as we watch some of its most disturbing videos. California homeless woman set on fire in horrific attack. Video shows a driver taking a U-turn and turning her car down a quiet street in South Sacramento before stopping next to a homeless encampment. The suspect, identified as 34-year-old Jacqueline, gets out of her vehicle and begins to argue with the 49-year-old homeless woman who had just set up sleep for the night. The suspect allegedly threw a liquid, presumed to be a fire accelerant, onto the victim and set her on fire. As bystanders help put out the fire, Jacqueline proceeds to kick the severely burned woman before calmly walking back to her car and fleeing. The victim had burns 1/3 of her body after an alleged attack, including on her face, arms, torso, and back. The homeless woman was taken to the hospital and intubated for several days, leaving her unable to speak and provide law enforcement with a statement. The victim positively identified Jacqueline. I'm not gonna lie, this has to be the craziest shit I've heard in these last couple of days. California might be up there. They might win this. They didn't state what Jacqueline was charged with, but they did post that she had a $500,000 bond and was charged with attempted murder. Holy guacamole. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more charges, but I don't think she's been fully convicted yet, so she gonna be away for a long time. Disturbing video shows man trying to toss woman into ongoing traffic. This video shows a man trying to toss a woman into oncoming traffic at a metro station in Pasadena, and according to officials, this attack was random. This video shows the 33-year-old man, identified as Pablo Flores, kicking and dragging the woman into oncoming traffic along the 210 freeway. According to officials, this attack was random. At one point, he tossed her so close to the main lanes she was almost hit by a passing vehicle. The victim suffered a broken nose and damage to her head and face. Authorities said he and the victim did not know each other, saying the incident was completely random. Flores has been charged with 2 felonies, 1 count of attempted murder and 1 count of mayhem, posted with a $2 million bail. 2 big ones. He's never seeing the day of light. If convicted, Flores faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. That's how you fucking do it. I love that. No, but like, what really like causes you to just take a random woman and be like, oh, I choose you, I'm gonna throw you into traffic? First of all, how the fuck are we even on the side of the highway? How did we get into the middle of the highway? I'm sorry, I'm asking too many questions. Toddler violently flung, dropped during domestic fight in California. This video shows a toddler being tossed on the ground and flung around violently, allegedly by his father, amid a domestic dispute in Riverside. The man seen in the video was identified by police as a 27-year-old Danny Lim. Lim violently swung his 18-month-old son at his girlfriend during a heated fight. The video shows Lim using the child to strike the woman who tries to run away from her attacker. What the fuck did the baby do though? Like, he over here using the baby as like an attack. You're gonna attack me with my own child is fucking crazy. I think he's doing that because he knows she's not gonna hit back. But what did the child do? Another clip shows Lim dropping the child. Police canvassed the neighborhood and arrested Lim on July 5th. He faces child endangerment and domestic violence charges with a $50,000 bond. Yo, Cali, first of all, I gotta give y'all props. Y'all get shit done. This shit happened in New York, they probably not even gonna find a motherfucker. And second of all, $50,000, I like that. Y'all putting up bond. That means family is going to have to take out a fucking loan to get his ass out. Authorities say the child has sustained minor injuries and has been treated. Man hits dog with metal chain outside DTLA apartment building. There's a lot to this one that made me generally like really mad. I just gotta read it to y'all. By the way, all this is caught on video. Like, the purpose of this is to show y'all crazy ass videos from other states. In this video, you can easily see that this man is over here whipping his dog with a chain. Whipping. Under what circumstances would you ever need to whip your dog in general? On top of that, with a chain. With bro's own chain, you gonna whip him with it? The Los Angeles Police Department is investigating after a man seen on video hitting a dog multiple times with a metal chain in a hallway of a downtown LA apartment building. The horrific abuse happened on March 18th with the neighbor Terry, who posted the ring camera footage online. This video instantly went viral and now is the subject of a police investigation. I was told that pets are considered as property, and when they prioritize cases, humans always come first, and then animal abuses like this are deputized and delayed. She said the neighbor seen in the video just moved in beside her less than 2 months ago. His catless behavior towards the dog prompted her to look back at the Ring camera archive. On 5th of March, I found a video of him grabbing the dog and throwing it against a wall as well. Another video from February 12th captured sounds of distress after the owner and dog walked out of frame past Terry's door. The amount of times that he had beaten this animal is... Damn, that's a big ass word. Rigorous, Terry said. He is just taking his anger out on this poor dog. Animal Service is now involved, but she said she's disappointed with the investigation process. They were telling me it's hard to prove an animal abuse because the pet owners in California are allowed to discipline their pets. But when you look at the video, the dog isn't doing anything that warrants discipline. I feel the law needs to intervene and prevent him from owning any further animals. And you're damn fucking right, Terry. This is actually like absurd. It's hard to prove that it was animal abuse. What the fuck do you have to see him like throw him down the damn hallway? Like the motherfucker's whipping him with a chain, his own chain at that. You know, that's disrespectful. Now, what if I took your belt off your damn pants and whipped your ass with it? Like, just whooped your ass with it. Would that be abuse? There is a lot to this next one. Serial killer explaining why he captured women and kept them as slaves. Leonard Lake and his accomplice Charles made homemade videos during the sick murder spree. Lake had a long-running infatuation with lewd photography and pornography, which leads back to his early childhood. Lake was listed in the United States Marine Corps in 1964 and went on to serve 2 tours of duty in the Vietnam War. This was when he was first diagnosed with schizoid personality disorder. 15 years later, he met fellow Marine NG, with reports claiming that the pair first connected through an advertisement in a survivalist magazine which Lake had placed. It marked the start of a sick and twisted relationship between the deprived duo, who turned a remote property in Wiley'sville, North Carolina into a killing compound which they classified as their dungeon. Throughout the early 1980s, Lake and NG R-worded, tortured, and murdered between 11 and 25 victims at the rural cabin. They mainly targeted women, but they were not scared of abducting entire families, first killing the men and children. They would shoot the captives before disposing of their bodies by burying them in shallow graves or near the property, or by burning their corpses and scattering their bones. Blake described his intentions for the woman who tragically fell into his clutches and detailing on how he would coerce his victims. This fucking video is insane.
I want to be able to use a woman whenever and however I want. And when I'm tired or bored or not interested, I simply want to put her away, lock her up in a little room, get her out of my sight, out of my life. A slave, there's no way around it. Primarily a sexual slave, but nonetheless a physical slave as well.
Lake died at 39 as he swallowed cyanide pills and he never regained consciousness. NG, who's still alive and now 63, remains on death row at St. Quentin State Prison. Since NG was an observer to Lake's heinous crimes, he was sentenced to death. He is now 63 and remains on death row at Quentin State Prison. This, wow. It really like amazes me what people can do to other people. This honestly has to take the lead as like one of the most disturbing things I've heard. But it ain't as disturbing as one of these videos over here. Thank y'all so much. And if you do want to get your state on this list, hopefully at the top, comment it down below. I would appreciate it so much. Thank y'all so much for even clicking on this video. I love y'all so much and hopefully you have an amazing day. Peace.